not everything is as it seems on the internet.
And, I think that it's also really important to be careful about who you fucking choose to follow because you are, you know, subconsciously digesting all of this like information and information overload. And if you're following people who aren't authentic to, themselves or their brand, like even if I'm upset, I'm not going to post like everything's okay. What I'll do is I'll just not fucking post because I'm not going to fake it.
Yeah.
But, a lot of people fake it and not just with how they're feeling but also with brands. I mean, I feel like it's kind of like an all-around integrity thing. Like there's a lot of people who post brands that are just
They don't really care.
that they don't really care, that they're posting because they're just trying to make a quick buck. So
But I do think there is definitely like, I think we have entered a new stage of influence where people are definitely being more transparent with their journeys, with their mental health journeys, just opening up. Like I really honestly feel like that is more common now than like the people who are faking it and making it seem like everything's perfect all the time. Like now I feel like they're the minority, whereas a few years ago
100%
that was the majority.
for sure. And I feel like TikTok has had a really huge role to play. Just like video content in general has had a really huge role to play in that because it allows people to be more authentic
and giving normal people the exposure, like normalizing a normal life,
normalizing normality,
or like not normal, like glamorizing a normal life and glamorizing romanticizing a normal life, romanticizing a life that isn't just influencers, isn't just content creators, you know what I mean? Like I think all of that has contributed to this more transparent social media like reality,
for sure. And even honestly, like even when I'm like super upset, I take like a photo and I take a video to like also remind myself that like
she do be taking pictures of her crying.
Yeah, I don't post them in the moment. But
you know how people will like post pictures of them crying and you're like, why are you taking a picture of yourself crying?
Yeah, I mean personally I do it to like remind myself. And you know what? I started doing that in my last toxic relationship because I knew that I would be gaslit out of remembering how I felt. And I would also gaslight myself into forgetting how I fucking felt.
Tell me you're toxic without telling me you're toxic. Right. Toxic to yourself.
But like I would give this person so many chances and I'd be like, well, I wasn't that upset.
Right.
And then I would have the fucking photo proof to be like, no, I was that upset.
Yeah, no, literally.
I actually couldn't breathe.
You used it as a tool. And I actually think that's a really good tip for anyone who might struggle with something similar with like a partner or anyone in life or themselves too.
Or
it's like
where you're at in life.
Yeah, because I actually would remember her being like, oh, just found photos of me crying and it reminded me that I wasn't happy in that relationship, you know?
And so I took photos of myself crying the other night. And also just so like, not that I can remember, but, also so I can look back and be proud of how far I've come. Because I feel like so frequently we can forget where we were. And I know that I have that issue. And, like it's kind of hard to stay present when, things are moving so quickly and you have so much on your plate. But like, you should be proud of yourself for, digging yourself out of those trenches. You know what I mean?
100%. Like if it's almost like a marking point of like rock bottom. And then you can look back and be like, oh yeah, like I got myself out of that.
Yeah.
And if you're listening to this, just know we're proud of you.